guys, it's Nurse Jade, Nurse of the Truth, and happy Thursday. Makeup today, I'm just taking it easy. Gonna run some errands here in a little bit. It's very pretty, but I looked out the window and they are spraying us as usual. So we can just only do the best we can. So, anyway, I'm gonna make this a little short video. Not gonna keep you guys long. I finished my book, by the way, The Alien World Order, last night. Very good. So anyway, I come across this morning, and I thought it might be kind of cool for you guys to research this. Um, there is something called Chronicles of Jerahmeel, Jerahmeel. I didn't know about this until today. Every day there's something new that I find or I learn from somebody else, and we, as truth seekers, bring it out. Now, a lot of what is in the Chronicles of Jerahmeel, it is a voluminous work that draws largely on pseudo Philo's earlier history of biblical events. Isn't that funny? Philo of Alexandria, a mystic Gnostic Jew living in Egypt, of all places. And he wrote this chronicle. See, he had lots of books, and usually people in the early centuries, they pulled from his works, Philo and Josephus, and so on and so forth. And these events is of special interest because it includes Hebrew, Aramaic versions of certain deuterocanonical books in the Septuagint. Now remember, the Septuagint was in Koine Greek. So you have the Koine Greek, and then it was translated into English. Now, the Chronicles were published in English as the Chronicles of Jerahmeel, or the Hebrew Bible Historiale, by the Royal Asiatic Society, translated by Moses Gaster in 1899. Gator stated in his extensive preface his view that the Chronicles were compiled from several Hebrew sources, some quite ancient and others more recent. The actual compiler of the Chronicles identifies himself as Eleazar ben Asher the Levite, who, according to Gaster, lived in Rhineland in the 14th century. The most recent events depicted in the Chronicles refer to the time of the Crusades, but the entire rest of it pertains to the period before 70 AD. Among the early sources quoted in the work is the first century rabbi Eleazar ben Hyrcanus. So, let's do this. So I started reading some of this. It's very long, it's very big. You can get this on the internet for free. All you have to do is go hit Chronicles of Jerahmeel, and it's up there for you. It's basically on sacredtext.com. You'll see it. So basically, where I started was like chapter 25. I mean, it talks about Azazel, and it talks about, different Garden of Eden and that kind of thing. What we have, it is so funny because I know through all of these centuries and years and the stories and everything, and you got to understand that Philo, I believe, was in maybe 50 BCE or something like that, somewhere around there. And he died, I think, in 20 or 30 AD. Or something like that. I don't know. One of those numbers. Nurse J is still behind today. But in the books, what we have, and you compare it to this, it is so on point. As an example, I'm reading where it's talking about the Tower of Babel and stuff and so on, and that the people wanted to build, and it said that God saw the city and the tower and of one speech, and he said, now the earth will not bear them, neither will the heavens support them. These gods, little dirty little rat bastards, I'm telling you. And he said, therefore I shall scatter them over the whole earth, and shall confuse their tongue, so that one shall neither be able to recognize his brother, nor understand the speech of his neighbor. And I will order them to the clefts, and they shall prepare for themselves dwelling made of reeds and straw. And they shall dig for themselves caves and holes in the dust, and the beasts of the field shall dwell among them. And they shall remain all their days, and shall not again counsel such a deed. And I will fight. Now, this is what God said. And I will fight you. With shields, and I shall destroy one portion by water and another by fire, and I shall destroy them with thirst. But Abram, my servant, I shall select. I shall bring him out of their land to the land upon which my eyes have long dwelt. And when the people sinned and I brought a flood upon them, this land was not destroyed. For I did not cause the flood to descend upon it, my wrath, and I shall bring thither Abram, my servant, and shall make a covenant with him and his seed forever. And I shall bless him and be to him a God forever. And this God said, and it came to pass when they commenced to build the tower, that God confused their tongue and changed their form into that of monkeys. Well, I'm glad we're still a monkey today. So that no one could recognize his own brother, nor could one man understand the language of his neighbor. Okay, so that's one of them. So we got the Tower of Babel. Let's see what the other one says. Oh, very interesting because he names the generation of Noah. Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and the children that were born to them. 72 families, which 72 is a great magical number. And it says that there's 72 languages. The Hebrew language was in Eber, the Egyptians in Egypt, and the Greek in Greece, and it goes on and down. And then it says, Ham took his portion in the land of Africa. Okay, let's really listen to this. Okay. In this writing, if you know your Bible, you have to understand. Well, let me just go to it. You see, I got it right here by my chair that I'm sitting in. This is my meditation chair. Let's go to Genesis 10. And it gives that, and the sons of Ham are Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. That's Ham's clan. Right? I mean, I'm reading it, chapter 10, verse 6. Ham, the sons of Ham, one of Noah's sons, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Okay. So now we go to on verse, say, like 13, and it tells you who Mizraim bore, tells you who Canaan bore and it says these are the sons of Ham. All right, then it goes to the children of Shem in verse 22. The children of Shem are Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. And the children of Aram is Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. All right. But when you go into the handy dandy story of the Chronicles, all right, I haven't getting my phone. It says that, oh, let's get back to it. These are very tiny writings. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find where I left off. Okay, here we go. Come on, let me find it. Oh, come on. I cannot believe it. Seriously? Okay, here we go. Ham took his portion in the land of Africa. Okay, remember, because all of these cities, Cush, Ethiopia, Mizraim, Egypt, Put, Libya, and Canaan, Somalia, and all that. Come on, I just had it again. Okay. Ham took his portion in the land of Africa, which comprises Aram, Hamath, and the mountain of Lebanon, and a well-watered land into the Red Sea and the Sea of Philistia, from the Rhinos as far as Gadara. The number of their languages was 22, and that of the peoples 394. So wait a minute. That even comprises Aram. So, how big was this area of landmass at one time? Ham, which comprises Aram and Hamath, when actually the children of Shem says that they are that Aram was a branch off of Shem. Something wrong with this picture, people. I'm not religious, but I'm just showing you the problems. Okay, then it just, like I said, it talks about all the children and the children's children, and talks about the children of Japheth was Gomer, Magog, Madai, Yavan, Tubal, Tyrus, and the names of the countries of the children of Japheth were scattered at the time of the dispersion. The children of Gomer were the Franks, who inhabited the country of the Francos. All right, and it talks about all right, let me get there. And there we go. The children of Shem were Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram, which is Syria. But then it just told you up there that Ham had Africa, and that included Aram. Okay, so whatever. And then it says the children of Hul or Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Cush is called Ethiopia, Mizraim, Egypt, Put, Libya, and Canaan, the land of Israel. Okay, so then it talks about Cush. Then it talks about Nimrod, a great and mighty hunter for the Lord. And it says, in Cush, the son of Ham beget Nimrod. He was a mighty hunter, blah, blah, blah. And but it's funny because in the chapter before it says Cush beget Nimrod, but then on chapter 32 it says that Nimrod was the son of Shem. So, guys, this is a jacked up book, I'm telling you. Okay, and then it goes down. It's talking about all the world honored and worshiped the god Bel and made prayers to him. Some gods were called Baal, and there is a Baal Peor and a Baal Zebub or Beelzebub. In the 43rd year reign of Ninus, Abraham was born, and on that very day, the first king Pharaoh began to reign in Egypt. Okay, so it's talking about the kings of Egypt at that time. Then Abraham's calling Nimrod the wicked. So, guys, I really think it's very important that you read this stuff. It's very lengthy, but you can take your Bible and go right along the lines of the Chronicles. But I thought that would be something interesting for you to do, to see the cover-ups and the lies and where some of this is coming from. But anyway, have a great day, guys. I thought you would like that. It's something new. It's something fresh. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. So I wanted to pass it along to you to see the BS as usual. But anyway, Hotep and Ashe, and we'll see you soon, guys. Have a great day. Bye.